My name is Gerard Picard. I'm 27 years old and I've had visual snow for 3.5 years. 3.5 years ago, I developed visual snow. It caused me to have muscle spasm in my lower left neck that eventually reached my eyes. I don't know how to explain it, but that's how I just got mine. I've lived with it for 3 years and continue to hope and pray that there's a cure for it. All this started when I cracked my back in a really weird way while lying down on a couch. A few days later, I woke up to a very bad stomach ache. Then I had acid reflux for a few days. Then it went 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, I had the neck spasm on the left side. It was a very warm feeling. Then it became swollen and stiff on this side, and I couldn't move my neck for a few months. I was also getting some dizzy spells as well. Then I felt the warm sensation creep into my eye muscles around here. A few days later, I don't know what that warm sensation is, but also that affected that crack in my back. It did not just spread upward, it spread downwards as well, to like my digestive system, intestines, specifically on the lower left side, which is quite painful when I go to the toilet and defecate. Along with that, it has affected my urinary tract system whenever I urinate. Even when I'm hydrated, it is not fully colored white. It also secretes some mucus strings whenever I urinate. And the latest addition to that symptom is basic tinnitus. It's just basically the cricket sound, which when there's zero noise, I can hear clearly. I just got it around May 12, 2018 of this year. And I had that same warm feeling again in my ear as that one was happening. I really don't know what this warm feeling is, but I think that's the source of this thing that is happening in my body. Must be something related to the muscles. I hope this story is helpful and basically gets a clear diagnosis on what is happening, and hopefully I get treatment as well, and others having the same condition as me in the future. The symptoms I have for visual snow are basically static. That's already given. It's 24/7. I also have what they call blue field and toptic phenomenon, which is basically those white sprites or these white dots that float around my eyes. And lastly, it would be the eye floaters. How frequent are my migraines? I've basically, ever since they happened 3.5 years ago, the visual snow, it was a bit bad. I've also been having a hard time thinking and concentrating, but since until now, it has improved a lot, or a bit. It's basically, I can think better, and I don't usually have it as frequent as before. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is my visual snow? I would probably say around 6 or 7. When I'm busy with a lot of things, I don't usually notice it. Only when my eyes are static or are still that I notice the static, and I see a bit of my vision shaking as well, that vibrating feeling of your vision. And at night, it's more visible against black, seen in the darkness, but in the daytime it's not so noticeable unless I do keep my eyes still. Ever since I've gotten visual snow, my other symptoms are basically tinnitus, and I've had some tingling in my legs as well, my left leg specifically. So I don't know what that is, but it doesn't happen as frequent, but usually happens when I try walking in the morning. That's when I feel that sensation, but it goes away after a few minutes.